Welcome to the 245 podcast, where that's the air quality today here in the upper Midwest.
It is pretty bad. It was actually worse last week, one of the days.
Yeah.
But it's looking a little smoky outside.
Yeah, a little smoggy.
Yeah. Mitch, it's been a while since
It has been a
you've
while.
been on the pod. It's been a few episodes.
Yeah, I've been grinding away.
Glad to have you back.
How many episodes has it been?
Let's see. He wasn't
Like
on
at
last
least
week.
3.
He wasn't on last week, the Jalen and Caleb. He was not on... Wait, were you on the movies one?
No.
No, you weren't. So it's been like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So yeah, here in the studio, we got Mitch. Josh is on the phone. I'm here. Joey, sadly, is not here.
Moment of silence for Joey.
There we go.
Okay, that's a moment. All right.
This is
This
the first
is-
time, right?
This is the first time Joey's missed an episode, which now means all 4 of us have missed at least one episode. So
Yeah.
yeah, but it's bound to happen. We got stuff coming up. It's all right.
We adapt.
Today we are. Wait, did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
I heard that.
Wow.
feel like we would have all heard that.
Wait,
This is
awfully
also
early
the
for a
first
male tone.
episode where 100% of us heard the noise.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Man, it's kind of nice for once. Yeah, Josh, it is early. We're like 2 minutes in.
Yeah, it's usually at least like
yeah.
10, 15 minutes. Probably more usually.
Yeah, the
know.
mail got real excited that I got here.
Yeah, mail tones.
You really missed me.
I can't wait for Mitch to
I
be
think
here.
it was just excited to be finally heard by everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was finally could have his chance. Anyways, we have our first email from Judy Silman. She says, "Hey guys, when will merchandise be available? We have a big event coming up in our family, and they would be great gifts. Your favorite fan over 50, Judy."
I love how we have brackets of favorite fan of ages.
I know.
Let's go.
Well, speaking of merch, we actually have a big announcement. Merch is finally available, guys.
Let's go.
We are
Really hype.
very excited. We're actually so hyped to announce this. So today, not August.
Don't get ahead
Man.
of yourself.
Spoilers.
Today that we're recording this is not this day, but when the podcast comes out, July 7th, today, July 7th, merch is available. So we're going to have you guys go to the link in the description. It will also be on our Instagram to buy merchandise. We have t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, and baseball caps and bucket hats available.
Let's
for
go.
merch. I know Joey's going to be excited about that bucket hat. We're excited about it. We're going to have a lot of different color options. You can pick your favorite. It's going to be selling through the Letterman store, so Letterman Sports. It's only going to be available for a certain amount of time, so you have to get it in this amount of time. It's going to be open from today, July 7th, through August 7th. So that means you have exactly one month to go buy your merch. And it also means we have, including this one, 5 podcast episodes to remind you. So you will be reminded many times to go buy merch.
There is no excuse to not buy our merch.
And it's not even that expensive. Like, just go buy merch.
We actually have no idea
a good
how
time.
expensive it is yet, but
Yeah,
Probably
we
not
actually
that
haven't gotten the
bad.
prices.
It's okay. We won't scam you.
I actually also haven't gotten any of the designs yet.
yeah, we're recording this 10 days in advance, so we have a lot to figure out, but we're going to act really confident.
Yeah, we actually haven't talked to Letterman yet.
Yeah, we know exactly what's happening. We're good.
Just trust us.
Don't worry about it.
We'll get there in the end.
Just it doesn't matter.
If all
Merch
goes
is available.
well,
You can
the
check
day
it
this
out.
comes out, July 7, everything will be perfect. It will be amazing.
Yep. And you can order as much stuff as you want. You will not get it for a while because you won't get it for 2 to 3 weeks after the store closes, which means you won't get it till about the end of August. But that's all right. We're still selling merch. It's available in link description below, but it's also available to check out somewhere else. Josh, how can they check out the link to buy merch?
You can find the link via our website, which hopefully
Yeah.
will also be out today, July 7. I am making the highest quality website with Google Sites, the only way to make websites. So y'all better be hyped for that too.
Screw
I
I'm
it.
was
gonna get-
totally expecting Wix.
I'm going to get made fun of for using Google Sites, but it's pretty decent. Also, I was looking at
Yeah.
custom domains, guys, and $12 a month. I don't
It's
know.
$12 a year, actually.
Yeah, a year. Not even month.
Yeah.
Even better.
I was gonna say $12 a month.
So I'm going to say we should get a domain. So I'm not going to say the domain because we don't actually own it yet. So, but maybe we will when the podcast comes out. So
if we buy a domain,
just go on,
we'll link it in the podcast description. If we don't, we'll just put the Google site link and it will still be epic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But anyways,
what's going
we're
to be on
trying
this
to make a
website?
website and you'll be able to check out the merch link from there. There will be some, I don't know, there's an archive of all the episodes. There will be ways to contact us. There will be some, I don't know, just bios and descriptions. Hopefully it'll all be done before next Friday, but we'll see. If it's not, it will just be an incomplete website and you'll get to see it grow throughout time.
As a whip,
Yeah.
a work in
Yep.
progress.
We're making a lot of promises 10 days out here. But all that matters is that today that you guys are listening is August 7th. No, why keep saying August? It's July 7th or later. And it is, just go check it out.
Hear me out.
It's going to be fun.
Trust the
This
process.
is also
Trust the
giving us
process.
like motivation and accountability to actually do these things.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
Now
So
we've said we're gonna.
Setting deadlines.
People
do
are
it.
counting on it.
go buy merch. You know, maybe we'll do a giveaway in the future. A little tease there. Maybe.
Ooh.
We haven't actually decided that officially, but
Ooh.
you know, maybe we might. The thing is, you'll have to buy merch to do it. So you better get on it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Call us Mr. Beast.
anything anything else about merch or the website before we move on? No? All right.
It's gonna be Liddy.
Yup.
Josh, you
That's
want
about
to
it.
read the next emails?
Sure. I'll read the next. Actually, I'll probably read the next two because they were sent in quick succession. The first one
Yes.
is from Dana, and this was after. Which episode was it that we questioned Dana's existence?
I think it was the movie and TV shows one.
Yeah, the Forbidden Movies one. So the subject line is, "My existence seems to be in question." So Dana has made a game for us. She says, "If you boys want to settle if I am real, distinguish which of these two letters are written by me. Definitely not an AI or a fake person. And one is written by our good buddy ChatGPT." So she has two options. One is written by her, one is written by ChatGPT. I'm going to read them both. And then she has the answer highlighted in black, so I can't see it. But we'll decide which one's Dana and which one's ChatGPT, and then see if Dana is real or fake, or if we can
Perfect.
decipher which
Let's
one
go.
is written by Dana. So here's option one. "Dear 245 podcasting team, I hope this email finds you well. I look forward to hearing your podcasts each week. As a regular listener of the show, I've quickly become a dedicated fan. The conversations that you have with one another often provoke deep thoughts. At this time, I would like to settle this debate once and for all. I assure you that I am a material person. I am not a creation from Josh's imagination." And then here's option two. "Dear 245 podcast team, I hope this message finds you all in high spirits and enjoying your podcasting adventures. As a devoted listener of your show, I've become increasingly captivated by the topics you explore and the engaging discussions you facilitate. Today, I want to address a matter that holds personal significance for me. I assure you all that I am a genuine individual and not a fictional creation of Josh's imagination." And then Dana says, "Best of luck. May the best AI win. Dana." Do you guys have any thoughts?
Can you read the last sentence of the second one, please?
Yeah. "I assure you all that I am a genuine individual and not a fictional creation of Josh's imagination."
I think that one's AI. I think the first one's her. That's what I think. I think
Why are they so similar?
I know.
I think there's multiple
similar.
things that I think the fact that she says podcasting in the first one makes me think it's her. And just the language, I feel like the second one is AI. That's my
that's what I was thinking. I think the second one's a little too much.
Yeah, Dana, not that you don't have good vocabulary, but the second one is like a little over the top. So unless you're trying to like trick us by using large words, I don't know. It just says the engaging, or "I've become captivated by the topics you explore and engaging discussions you facilitate." That just sounds like ChatGPT to me.
No one says facilitate.
No real person says facilitate.
Okay.
All right, shall I
That's
highlight
my final
it?
answer.
Option
Yeah.
2, ChatGPT. Option 1, Dana.
Let's go.
Yup. Option 1 is Dana. Go us.
We're too good.
So Dana's real confirmed?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I'll let it slide this time.
Good job, Dana.
Still doesn't matter.
All right. So that was sent at 11:21. And then at 11:25, she got a little further in the podcast. She wrote children's shows. So Dana says that Cubo is a goated channel. Children who never had cable know what's up. I agree.
Yeah.
Some of her favorite Cubo shows include Electric Company, which was 4 p.m. after school once in a while when mom and dad actually let us watch any TV. Same. The not watching TV but not. I don't think I know that show. Do you guys know that one?
Yeah, I love that show. It was actually on Yeah, it was on PBS Kids as well. I watched it on PBS, so
I mean, I don't think these are all necessarily Cubo shows. She was just saying that Cubo is good.
I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that one, but if Dana and Mike like it, I think it's probably good. And then she has Jane the Dragon. I never watched that, but I do know what that one is. Word Girl.
I've only seen
I think
a few
we talked
episodes
about
of that. Oh yeah, Word Girl's goated.
And how do you say the last one? I know it's a penguin. Is it Peccola?
Piccola? I don't know. I've never heard of that one either. Josh, also, Annika Stone texted me, and she thinks the show you were thinking of was called Word World, and it had like animals, and the bodies were like the words spelled out.
Yeah, that might be the one I was thinking. I definitely watched Word World.
I also watched Word World. I completely forgot about that show. But while you look that up, I'm going to read the next email. This is from Gideon again. And speaking of Dana, his subject line is Dana isn't real, or so I've heard.
Not anymore, Gideon.
He says,
the mystery's been solved.
Yes. Yep. He said, after listening to today's episode, I'm somewhat more uncomfortable that I'm trusting Micah to drive me to Illinois and back, considering that his driving record has gotten significantly worse recently. This was after I told the story about me getting pulled over. Mitch.
It's okay. You can trust me.
Were you there, Mitch?
No.
You didn't hear it?
No, I didn't.
You listen to the podcast when you're not on it?
No.
No. Wow. I see how it is.
Yeah.
I am going to camp this in a couple weeks with my sister and Gideon, and I'm staff, and they are students, and I'm driving him. So that's why he said that.
Oh, okay.
I was also disappointed that Josh stooped so low as to interrupt the podcast to take everyone's B-Reels, especially after being the one who avoided getting it for so long. I hope Nicole knows what she's getting into. All jokes aside, are videos on the 245 YouTube channel going to be a recurring thing? Probably your number one fan by email consistency, Gideon.
He has a point.
Yeah, I actually was surprised when Josh asked us all to take B-Reels.
Like I said, B-Reel doesn't wait for the podcast.
Yeah, you're right. Podcast waits for the B-Reel. Something like that. Yep. About the
Facts.
YouTube channel, we don't really know. Probably not recurring, but it'll happen
No, it
again.
probably
That's all
will
I can
be
say.
recurring, but it won't be consistent.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I would say about it.
It's fun, and
it'll
we
happen
like
again.
making videos, but we also have a lot of other things to do, and we're already making a podcast every week. So it gets to be a lot.
Yeah. This is kind of our thing now. We used to make videos called With the Boys.
We need to
Yeah.
do
Which
at
we
least
should
one of
make
those
again.
this summer.
We do.
Yeah.
But, you know.
We don't make them often. We're like Dude Perfect, you know? We don't make them often, but when we do, they're absolute bangers.
Exactly. Next email is from Matthew Sherrard, who I actually gave a media production tour to at Northwestern. And I told him about the podcast, and he started listening.
Let's go.
And Josh, apparently you know who this guy is too?
Yeah, so his mom and my mom were friends when we were really young, and I remember going over to their house, and like I think he's obviously more Justin's age because he's taking college tours, and I remember Justin and him like having play dates and stuff. So that was kind of weird to see his name pop up on the email. But if you're
that's funny.
listening, Matthew, hi. I told Justin you emailed, and he said nice. Actually, he said
Nice.
no. He said
Classic
that's awesome.
Justin.
Yeah,
Oh.
he said that's awesome. Not
And then
just
he said,
nice.
And then he said nice. All right. He said, hello, esteemed members of the 245 podcast.
Ooh,
Wow,
don't gas me
honored.
up.
I've been listening for a little while now and thought I'd write to let you know I appreciate your podcast. It's nice to listen to as I drive to work and then back home, then back to work and home again and back to work, etc. I've just got a few questions if you care to answer them. And these are more like, these aren't really Q&A questions, so I'm just going to answer them now. I'm an incoming freshman at Northwestern, and so, as yourselves are experienced collegiates, do you have any advice?
Is he in our hall?
I have no idea.
Oh.
What advice? Oh, and he says specifically to Micah, do you have any advice for an incoming media production major? I think my overall advice, and for media production, would be like just get involved.
Yeah, just get out there, bro.
Hang out in the stud. That's where you meet a lot of fun people. Study well, try hard to do good work, and just show up, do things, put work into things outside of class, and especially in media production, you gotta work things outside of class to get to know people and make connections. So that's my advice. Mitch or Josh, you have any advice from Matthew?
No, that's pretty solid. And because it's specifically about media, I think that's good.
Thanks.
Yeah. I just say insert yourself in plenty of different places. You know, gotta get familiar faces, you know, make some friends.
Yeah.
Get some groups going.
Exactly.
You know,
It's a good time.
find some common interests with people, have some lunch with people, and then again, get in the stud, mingle a little bit.
Throw footballs in the stud.
And
Which
hit
he
the
talks about.
non-existent painting.
Which he talks about here, actually.
Really?
Continuing on, the first episode I watched was the one with Annika Stone, where I believe she discussed the effects of making one's bed. Since then, I've been making my bed on a daily basis, and I'm sad to report that I've not noticed any major life impacts. Keep you posted, though. So he just proved our theory, right? He said, finally, I saw this fireplace when touring the dorms and thought a painting would fit nicely above it. Just a thought. And he posted a picture of...
We got to just put a picture
Stud
up there at the start of the year.
Yep. That'd be hilarious.
I think you owe it to UNW.
Yeah, we should.
I'll pay out of pocket.
Josh, you want to read the next email?
Sure. The next one is from Beth Ritzma. We actually just got it yesterday. So this is Joey's mom. It would be better if Joey were here for this, but we'll do without it. So the subject line is congratulations, comma, morality, comma, and questions. So 3 things. Gentlemen, first of all, congratulations on your 40th episode. With your extremely busy schedules, I'm always impressed that you find the time to put out a podcast every week. Way to go. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed too, but here we are. So.
Yeah.
Almost a year later.
No, I honestly expected it.
Yeah. Mitch has belief in us.
He does.
Secondly, I've spent some time wondering what life lessons we may have missed with Joey. While listening to the latest episode, at least one thing came to mind. During your discussion of Micah getting off with a warning for not stopping at a stop sign, Joey's comment was, "It was worth it." I'm not sure where to start. First, the importance of stop signs, or the level of morality you are using when a warning is worth it, or the influence that this podcast has on those who are younger and less experienced drivers. Either way, thanks for giving us some dinner table conversations. Because Joey isn't here, I'll take the fall and publicly apologize for our negligence. You should always stop at stop signs.
Yes.
It's not okay to break the law. Even if you just get a warning, it's not worth it. Don't do it. If you're a new driver, just stop at stop signs. It's not very hard. It probably saved Micah. Micah, how many seconds in your life do you think it saved to treat that stop sign as a yield sign?
Well, probably saves about 3 seconds per time. So make that twice a week for 3 years. That's a lot of seconds. But I probably lost all those seconds during the time that I was on the side of the road in front of the cop car. So
exactly.
That's like 312 seconds, which is like 5 minutes.
So it kind of canceled out.
So you've saved 5 minutes of your life.
He saved 5
all
minutes
that.
and was probably there longer when he got stopped by the cop. So after a little bit of analysis, probably actually not worth it.
Probably not.
So, yeah.
Or just don't get stopped by the cop.
A net loss.
Micah.
Yeah, you should have just sped away.
We're digging ourselves out of the hole, so don't take us further back.
Sorry, Mrs. Ritzma.
But yes, thanks for calling us out, and yeah, be good drivers, everyone. It's worth it. All right. Thirdly, I have some questions for you. Are we gonna wait with these?
Yeah, we'll wait for these.
Okay. And Micah, you can leave the last one.
I'll read the last one. This is from Erica Clark, who is my mom. This is the first time she's emailed, by the way.
I was gonna say, I think it's the first time.
She was inspired by my mother.
Yes. Well, she finally emailed with some questions and comments. She said, "Hello, 245 Podcast. It has been so fun listening to all of your podcasts this year. It's heartwarming to hear the underlying love, admiration, and respect you all obviously have for each other, even when you're roasting each other. I'm thankful for the friendships that you share. Being Micah's mom, I'm especially enjoyed hearing him every week. I've even learned a few things I didn't know. Going to school with a fever during COVID? Micah."
Pretty
Yeah, I never told her that. She found out on the podcast. I also never knew how funny Micah could be. So many quick comments have taken me by surprise, and the whole sophomore year was like Thor Ragnarok explanation. Had me smiling through the whole deadpan make it up as you go sequence. I'm glad you left that in there, Josh. And Joey, I love your laugh. You have me cracking up listening to you, dying of laughter, and it brightens my day every time. While I've enjoyed the back and forth about your number one fans might be and why, I do believe no one can beat your mothers. We brought you into this world and we can take you. Just kidding. We brought you into this world and nothing beats that. Thank you for producing a fun podcast for us to listen to and learn more about who each of you is and how God has shaped you into the young men you are today. Keep your eyes centered on Jesus and what he did for you and why, and you will find joy every day, even on the hard days. Love you all. Erica, Mrs. Clark, Mom. Take your pick.
Wait,
so wholesome.
Where's the camera?
Solid email.
So good. Thanks, Mom. You're the best. Thanks for finally emailing. And she also has some questions for us, but we'll answer those when we get to the Q&A session, which can start now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we even mention this is a
we need
Q&A
to go.
podcast?
I don't think we have.
Yeah, we're 23
Hey,
minutes
everyone,
in.
this is the third Q&A podcast.
Q&A Volume 3.
Q&A Volume 3.
The trilogy.
It could be a trilogy, except we'll probably have more.
No, but this is the first trilogy.
Yeah.
We're going to have
Season
volumes
one.
of
Yeah.
trilogies.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have like 35 questions, so we're going to get rolling. We're not going to try to spend a lot of time on each of these. We'll spend more time on the ones that deserve it and less time on the ones that don't.
Yep.
So we're going to start, and I wish Joey was here for this. We're going to start with an easy one. This is from Doug Deloy. He
Okay.
says, who would win in a 1v1 basketball, Mitch or Joey? Mitch, what do you have to say?
Man.
I think it depends. Has Mitch had Mountain Dew to drink or no?
No, that definitely wouldn't help me.
That's a good one.
I think Joey would win. I think it'd be a tough one.
I think it would be a tough one.
I feel like Joey would just post me up every time, which would be a little unfair because I'm
You guys
tiny.
are close.
Yeah.
I just feel like his height advantage on defense and offense in a 1v1 would be hard for you to compete with.
Yeah.
He also
I'm
did.
shifty.
He also did play varsity a lot more years than you did too.
Yeah.
Cool. Next one. These are very serious questions, so no laughing during these. This is from John Ritzma, who's Joey's dad.
Okay.
He says, "How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?" I think
42.
68. Josh,
Mitch, we were almost on the same page. I was going to say 47.
Oh,
how many sales could a salesman sell if a salesman could sell sales? I'm gonna go with 67.
17.
I'm gonna say 1.
How is it that when a tree is up, you cut it down, and when it's down, you cut it up?
Mike, stop laughing.
What? It's funny.
These are serious questions, Mike.
Sorry,
Come on.
I haven't read these in a while. That's like a paradox.
So say it again, please.
How is it when a tree is up, you cut it down, and when it's down, you cut it up?
Next question. Just
yeah,
kidding.
I don't even know.
Can't answer that.
Why are items in a car called a shipment and items on a ship called a cargo? called cargo?
Where's the
Mr.
car
Ritzma,
going?
what did you look up to find these? Just like questions with no answers.
The ultimate dad questions.
And then where are Donald Duck's pants? I don't know. Ask the creator. Mickey Mouse probably took them.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Not Goofy playing a prank right now.
Yeah. Next is from Michael Johnson. He said, "What made you start the podcast and what is keeping you going?" Well, if you listen to our origin story, you would know. But we basically just wanted to hang out with each other, capture our memories as a little time capsule. And Josh, what keeps us going?
It's fun most of the time. It's a good way to connect. And as much as we joke about not caring about fans, it is like somewhat like I don't think we would do it every single week if no one listened to it.
Yeah.
So it is like somewhat fun to have something consistent that people enjoy and
Yeah.
listen to.
We love the interaction.
And obviously we're selling merch, so which you should go buy, by the way.
Link in the description.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like we've been way more connected with you, Josh, like me, Joy, and Mitch this past year
Yeah.
than freshman year, just because of this. And I've like, even though you're still in Iowa and like you're still not back, I feel like we've just been way more connected.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, I'd say
year,
we know a
Practically
lot
see
more
you
about
every
what's
week.
going on in each other's lives.
which I love. So I'm glad that we've had that. Next, he asks, if you could do one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be? Probably breathe, so I could continue living.
let me act this out.
I didn't really hear much.
That was a riveting.
Mitch is drinking
Mitchell.
Mountain.
Thank you.
Here, let me get close to the mic here.
He's trying to drink Mountain Dew. There we go.
Drink Baja Blast.
There we go.
There it is.
I like it.
I don't know. I'll skip that one.
Okay.
So skip is your answer. All right. Got it.
Next is from Gideon Love. He says, what are your thoughts on homeschooling/homeschoolers? Well, obviously, I think they're amazing. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know. I have
think
no
it's
experience.
like the right choice for a few people. I think if you're a homeschooler, your parents need to find other ways for you to grow socially. So you don't continue the stereotype, which is not often a stereotype. It's just true.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It works if your parents are good at teaching and you're someone who can learn well that way.
Yeah. And, sometimes homeschoolers come out of there and they're a little odd, you got to admit. I hope that I'm not one of the odd ones. I feel like I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like I'm more like you guys than like the cliche homeschooler.
Yeah.
You're
I feel like
pretty
you're on the
normal.
lower end of the homeschooler spectrum.
Though I've also been in school for 6 years now, so that might have also had an effect on it. But
He's a recovering homeschooler.
yep.
I think it also helps that you knew some of us coming into high school.
Yes, that did help.
So yeah.
Yeah. I'm currently going to HA, Homeschoolers Anonymous, since I'm still recovering. Next question. This is an interesting one. Will Mitch ever become a permanent member of the podcast? You'll like this part, Mitch. The episodes with him tend to be better.
Hot
Let's go.
take.
Hot take. I agree. Mitch is basically a permanent member of the podcast.
Mitch, do you want to be an official permanent member of the podcast?
Yes.
I feel like
Okay,
it doesn't change
shake
anything
my hand.
because it's already like whoever of us can make it just makes it.
I'm shaking Micah's
even
hand right
us three
now.
aren't totally there all the time.
Mitch just shook my hand.
It's not official. Do we need a picture for this on the Instagram here? Like witnesses?
Yes. We need witnesses for our for our handshake. Oops, I'm not taking a selfie. There we go.
Yep.
There we go. Go check out the 245 Instagram at the 245 podcast.
You can all witness my signing to the 245 podcast.
Yeah. So go check him out. Check out his bio on the website now that he's an official member.
Yep.
We were gonna have his bio there anyway,
great.
but I think the only thing this will change is I think I can add him to like the Anchor podcast description, so he shows up because right now it's just us three.
Yeah.
You should do that.
See, for the longest time, I was just like a permanent temporary member.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I'm just permanent.
That's what happens when you leave us for a semester.
Yeah.
Anyways, does listening to all the episodes plus listening to some of them for a second time deserve a spot on the guest list? I think it does. I don't know. Maybe. Fill in an application on the website. Right, Josh?
Yep, you can do that now.
Guest application.
Wow.
Let's go.
Flawless transition. Josh, are you on the Notion table?
I'm not right now because I'm adding Mitchell's name to the Anchor site, but I can be.
Okay.
Now I'm
No,
on the
I was
Notion
just
table.
live edit.
Wow.
I was just going to ask if you wanted to read some of these questions too.
Sure, I can do that. These are from Willem Bruin. Willem asked us 5 questions in an email a while back, so we'll go through them. And these are all would you rathers, so not like
Ooh.
questions,
these.
but they still work. Would you rather run a marathon or bike across Iowa?
Bike. Obviously, I'm not even thinking about that question.
Run a marathon. It's
I feel like
already
a
goal,
marathon would
so-
be more interesting. Because
Marathon?
at least I'm like competing against something. If I'm just biking across Iowa, I'm just bored out of my mind.
That's
Well,
true. I was pretty
it,
flat.
You could do it in Ragbri, which is like an actual ride across Iowa with a bunch of people. I think that would be pretty fun.
That would be fun. Also, it's perfect because there's 3 of us, so we can like figure out the winner of each would you rather question. So it looks like running a marathon wins that question.
Yep. Number 2, would you rather play a board game or a video game? Board game, easy.
I've never been a
I feel like I'm going to lose this one.
I'm going to go board game. Sorry, Mitch.
No, I would totally do board game.
Yeah. Mitch would totally do board game, obviously.
Just so he doesn't have to be a loser, Mitch says board game. But don't be
I want the
fooled.
points.
Mitch can't handle losing.
Exactly.
Number 3, would you rather play JV basketball or coach JV basketball? And this says, Joey, I'm looking at you, man.
Oh, I'm not looking at
unfortunately,
Joey.
Joey isn't here. So, yeah, we're not looking
We can't
at
look at Joey for you.
We'll answer this one for Joey. I would rather play JV basketball.
I would also rather play JV
I would
basketball.
rather play JV basketball.
Can you imagine the 3 of us going hooping up on JV basketball?
I think
Rolling up.
I think Joey would also say play. Playing is just.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us love the idea of coaching. Joey's good
Now,
at
legally-
it and he does it, but I think we'd all rather play.
Legally, could we all play JV basketball? No.
Well,
But would we want to? Yes. Next
It'd
question.
be fun. Number 4, would you rather only be able to listen to one song or never the same song twice? Never the same song twice. That's a good one though.
I'd
so
say
like you listen to one song once your entire life and you can't listen to it again?
Correct.
yes.
Okay.
That would
I-
kill because like you hear a good song and you're like, shoot, I can never
Yeah,
listen
I
to
can't hear it again.
I would have to go with that one too because I couldn't just pick because there will be songs I listen to on repeat, but like eventually,
Yeah, they switch.
like I've probably listened to the live version of 30,000 Feet by Ben Rector and his new live album probably like 50 times in the last couple of weeks, but eventually I will and not be listening to that anymore. So
Wait, Mitch, what did
Yeah,
you say?
I'm just gonna pick like one song by Weezer to listen to the rest of his life. Or Smash Mouth.
I just-
All-Star.
Yeah, I don't know what one song I would do, so I probably would just do one song, then I can't listen to it again.
Yeah.
I feel like they would both be annoying and bad, but that one at least you
Yeah.
have variety. Okay. Last one, would you rather drink unsweetened iced tea or unsweetened iced coffee?
Both of them are awful, but I have to go with the iced tea.
That's based.
I cannot do either of those, but I would have to go unsweetened iced tea. I can at least like
I would do the iced tea.
handle that.
I do the coffee, so I lose. All
Oh.
right. You want to read the next set, Mike?
Sure. This is the questions that Beth Ritzma had in her email. She said, "Where do you see each other in 10 years? What would he be doing and with whom?" Example, Joey and Josh predict where they see Micah in 10 years. So Joey's not here, obviously, but like we got to each say what we see the other people doing in 10 years. So who should we start with? Mitch. Josh, where do we see Mitch in 10 years?
10 years is a long time.
He will be 31.
Yep.
I think he'll be working as a nurse. I think you will be married with 2 boys, both named Mitchell.
Mitch the second, Mitch the third.
Mitch the second, Mitch the third.
Mitch would do that.
No, Mitch the second and Mitch the second junior.
That's so funny.
And he will live in Blaine with his wife and kids.
What's his wife's name?
His wife's name will be I don't know. I don't want to predict the future like that. I don't want to make anything come into an existence. Oh my goodness. Josh, do you agree
I
with
would
that?
say also working at a hospital. We'll just go Mercy Hospital because why not?
Okay.
Probably, I don't know. You're going to move to live first in Coon Rapids. I also think you'll be married. I'm going to go with only one kid at that point. And it'll be a girl, not named Mitchell.
Oh, Controversial.
Michelle.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle. He'll be named Michelle.
Mitch, you have to name your girl Michelle. Oh my goodness,
He
that'd be
absolutely
legendary.
does not have to do that.
Oh,
But you can,
I don't know
Mitch.
if I literally cannot. That'd be
What?
so bad.
Michelle Pfeiffer that way. All right, Mitch, where do we see Josh in 10 years?
Hmm.
This is a interesting question. I think he'll be an engineer or
Wow.
a music engineer. Something with music.
I feel like you do like production stuff, like production engineering, or you could you could almost be working at like concert venues and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think I think you'll be 30 years old. Just kidding. You will be 30 years old. And you'll either live here, like in the Twin Cities, or you'll live in Iowa. You know, it just depends on all the circumstances. So that's what I think. I think you'll have I think you'll have 2 kids. Josh,
You'll have twins.
you'll have twins, and they'll be named Micah and Mitch.
After my 2 favorite people in the whole world.
Exactly.
have that, Joey. You're number 3.
Psych.
Joey doesn't get a child named after him.
Yeah. So
If you have a girl, it's Josephina.
yeah, there you go. Great.
I know you definitely do music on the side, though.
Yeah, if that's not your main job.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you guys see me in 10 years?
Micah will own a thriving freelance business where he does all sorts of marketing and wedding and other videos. I think he will have 3 children and will live in
Ham Lake.
Fridley.
Fridley,
Mm.
not Blaine. Okay.
No, I think you're definitely living in Ham Lake.
Ham Lake.
I think you've got this like big time small business kind of vibe with your freelancing.
Yeah.
It's very successful. And you definitely have 2 kids and 2 dogs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know, right?
There's nothing I can't even fight back against this.
Yeah,
the rules.
it's a
how
boy and a
gonna
girl.
be.
Named Landon and Chloe.
All right.
There you go.
Thanks, guys. I'll make sure that happens just for you guys.
Yeah. Thanks.
Great. Glad to see that. Beth Ritzma also says, what good books have you read or movies have you seen that you would recommend to others? I care more about the books you've read.
It'll probably break your heart, but I don't read books.
I don't really read books anymore. I would recommend Digital Minimalism that Mr. Teen gave all of us for our grad party, and it was actually a pretty good book. Other than that, the books I've read is like Harry Potter, Hunger Games, all those, which you've probably read or have decided not to read at this point. So I recommend Digital Minimalism. It was pretty good.
I mean, I can recommend books that I read from middle school, like Gregor the Overlander series. That popped off.
That is a really good series.
Yeah, I love that one. I think Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, banger movie.
That's my favorite book.
Yep.
I have a few. I'll do 3. I'll do 2 like serious ones and 1. I guess it's also serious, but it's like fiction and fun. The 2 serious ones. One is called Just Do Something by Kevin DeYoung. I know Mr. Teen really liked the book. I don't know if I read it before I knew him or after, but I don't know. It's a good one. Kevin DeYoung is a pastor, and it's like just a book about following God's will for your life and like how to make decisions. And then Knowing God by J.I. Packer. It's like really dense and hard to read. I had to read it before my freshman year of college for my Kuiper honors class, but it was also really good. I'll probably read it again sometime because I feel like I could read it a lot and still keep learning new things from it. That's another good one. And then Probably my favorite fiction book is kind of a weird one. It's called The Early Tales of Snow and Oakham. It's like really big, but and the author, I think it's like the only book he's written, but my cousins had it and I just picked it up and read it and really enjoyed it. So, yeah.
Nice.
Ye.
Cool. Well, there you go. That's some books we recommend. All right. Next question is from Ben Radich, who goes here to Northwestern. He says, "What's the biggest bean you've ever seen?"
The one in Chicago.
Yeah, the silver kidney bean in Chicago.
Yeah, I have not been to Chicago, so I've not seen the bean. The biggest bean I've ever seen is a little rhyme. Is probably like a picture of a bean I saw online that was pretty big. Not the Chicago one, but like an actual bean. Also, Mitch just left the room. I'm assuming to go to the bathroom. So
Mitch out.
So it's just me and Josh. We can talk about everything bad about Mitch. Yeah. What's the biggest bean I've ever seen? Sounds like the Chicago one.
Why is that a question?
I don't know. His username on Instagram is something bean, so that's probably
Just
why.
like beans.
His name is Ben, so maybe that's why it's bean. I don't know. Next is from Peter Paulson. He graduated from Northwestern last year. He said, "Milk Duds, yes or no?"
Absolutely yes.
I used to not be a big Milk Dud guy because I didn't like how they got sticky in your teeth, but they taste so good. I love Milk Duds.
I think they're pretty underrated.
They are. They're definitely one of those that you like don't see people get often.
Yeah.
But
wait, what are some other underrated candies?
I can tell you some overrated ones like Almond Joy, overrated. Mitch, you're back.
I'm back.
That was really quick.
Thank you.
Mitch, first of all, Milk Duds, yes or no?
They're kind of mid at best.
Okay, you're incorrect. They're underrated and really good.
Yeah.
But we're talking about other underrated foods.
Or candy.
Candy, sorry.
I can't really think of any other ones.
Is Sour Patch watermelon underrated?
Yes.
I think yes. That is a yes. Go eat watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Those things are
I was going to say
delish.
High Chews. I really like
Oh,
them.
yes.
Yep.
Those are definitely underrated. Who needs these Snickers and mainstream media candies?
Mainstream media
Who wants
candy.
this big candy?
Who wants big candy when you can get Milk Duds?
You can get small business candy.
Yeah. Josh, you want to read the next set of questions?
Sure. So these next 5 are from Dana. What is one goal that you really want to accomplish before you graduate college?
I want to win an award at the 516 Film Festival. Like personally.
As like the lead thing.
Like my film won 2 things last year, but like I want to personally win something. Like
Yeah. Like you win something that year.
yeah,
Your film. Yeah.
like I go up on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I want to be in a healthy dating relationship.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one actually. I have a lot of respect for that.
I kind of want to be like, like set for the future,
Yeah. Like
just have that feeling.
you're leaving college, you're graduated, you're confident about who you're with, who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and you're ready to go. Josh, what about you?
I think it would be fun to perform in either like the all school talent show or like the band competition.
Didn't you do a talent show like beginning of your freshman year?
Yeah, that's just like the freshman talent show,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
which is usually
so it's
kind
not
of a
the
joke.
not the big stage.
Okay. You want like the serious like all school talent show
Yeah.
Yeah, like Dort's Got Talent.
with Simon Cowell.
Yeah,
All right. 2. How many pairs of shoes do you own?
I own 3 main ones, and then I have my boots, dress shoes, ice skates.
Ice skates don't count.
Okay.
no, that's
Slides.
I think I have
6?
I think I have 6.
Oh, basketball shoes and soccer shoes. Dang it.
Soccer shoes.
8. I think I have 8
Cleats.
then. cleats. Sorry, Josh.
Soccer shoes sounds funny.
Football boots.
I know.
Football boots.
Boots.
I think 8 is my answer.
I think I might have 6 or 7. I've got the ones I'm wearing right now. I've got basketball shoes, soccer cleats, 2 pairs of dress shoes, and hiking shoes.
Oh, I have a couple more I didn't think of. I think I have 10.
I think I've got 6.
I'm going with 10. Final answer.
I've got like 1 for each use.
Nice. That's a way to go, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try and count. My answer is way too many. Like probably over 20.
Oh, wow.
Sheesh.
Can any of you touch your tongue to your nose?
Well, you can't see us, so yes. I definitely can do that.
Definitely can do that.
I'm doing it right now.
No, I just tried and I can't. Not
Yeah, I
even very
can't.
close at
Yeah.
all. I can
don't
roll
think
my tongue.
I cannot do that. I think Joey cannot do any of those things either.
Joey's pretty untalented, so you're probably right.
Yeah, we just roast Joey when he's not here. Just like
Basic John Smith.
just like we roasted Mitch when he was at the bathroom. Just
Exactly.
kidding. We didn't do that.
You're making me self-conscious now.
We didn't. Don't
I'm a
worry.
little worried.
What do I rename my video business to? I can't keep it in my name because I will be married soon. JK, you don't have to answer that, but suggestions are welcome. We'll think about it and like let you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to give you just bad, random, funny names.
Also, Dana getting married soon. Josh, do you know anything about this?
I mean, she's not engaged yet, but yeah, it'll happen.
Okay. And are we invited?
I don't feel like I'm the person to answer your question.
No, but we like established her existence.
Yeah, Dana,
Dana,
let us know.
For the
since we
reason she
confirmed your
lives.
existence, are we invited to the wedding?
Well, I'm sure you will be invited to the wedding, Josh.
Can we do a live podcast episode at her wedding?
That'd
Maybe
be
she'll invite
amazing.
you if you promise the podcast the whole thing.
Dana, please invite us. I don't even know
Micah,
your
she could
boyfriend's
hire you
name.
for the video.
Bro, yes. I'll give you a
Yes.
thick discount, Dana.
Just for being my
How many
friend.
C's? How many C's?
Like 4.
Dang.
I will
That's
travel
a
to
big
Iowa.
discount. Wow.
That's a
Yeah.
thick disc.
You know, I might not make any money from it if I have to drive all the way to Iowa, but
It's okay.
maybe
It's
you
worth
can.
it.
It is worth it, and I get to hang out with Josh. So maybe I'll be Josh's +1 if that doesn't work out. Oh wait, dang it, I can't do that anymore. Yeah, we'll think of some stuff for you.
Yeah, we'll be thinking. All right, and then last question, Micah, how did you land on Everclark Productions?
Easy story. My last name is Clark. My mom, she still has this email. Her email was everclark@gmail.com. And I was like, that's kind of a cool name and a play on my last name. So I'm going to just take it. So I did.
Yoink.
That's kind of it, honestly.
I remember I was like trying to help you brainstorm, and we had like a lot of ideas before that, but then that one.
Yeah, we did.
You just kind of liked that one. What were some of
Yeah.
our other ideas?
I had the idea, like, I don't even know what this word means anymore. It's like Arcadian Productions. I just thought it sounded like a cool word.
Oh yeah,
There
'cause
was-
I liked that word, and then I'm like, Mike, you should do Arcadian.
Oh, that was your idea. That's right.
Yeah, that was my idea.
There was like just Clark Films. There was like MC Films, MC Productions, Micah Clark Films, Micah Clark Productions,
You could not do MC Productions.
Minecraft Productions.
Yeah.
I don't remember the other ones or if we had any other ones, but yeah.
I
And
thought you
of
had a few
Everclark.
others that weren't related to your name, but maybe I'm misremembering.
I probably did. I think there was something with like a Horizon or something. Horizon Productions.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. But I didn't see what I wanted to do is I wanted to have it include my name, but I didn't just want to have just my name, like Micah Clark Films or Micah Clark Productions. Because I wanted, like, in case in the future, if like it was more than just me, then it would make sense. So I just went with Everclark Productions, and I think that is gonna work for now. So we're gonna go with it. So that's how I decided on it.
Yeah. And you're forever a Clark.
I am forever a Clark. So yeah.
And that's it from Dana. Do you want me to read the next two as well?
Sure.
All right, these are from my aunt, Amy Schaefer. And I think, is this the first we've heard from the Schaefer cousins?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 Cool
Yeah, she
think it
also
is.
actually asked a few more questions on Instagram as well. So she has more than just those two. So you can go ahead and read those
I'll
two, and then I'll
these
read
two
the
and
rest
you
of
can
them.
take the others. But yeah, the Schaefers have been faithful listeners. They make up a good chunk of our Iowa listening fan base, as I can see from the Sheldon percentage. But yeah, here are a few questions. To what do each of you attribute the longevity of your friendship?
I mean, we all have a lot in common in things that we enjoy doing and like activities and stuff. And I know that guy friendships tend to enjoy doing things together more, while female friendships enjoy talking more. And we talk a lot, definitely, obviously the podcast, but like we do a lot of things together. We enjoy doing things. And we've always enjoyed doing those similar things, being outdoors, doing fun stuff like this, music stuff,
Athletics.
We've all been playing sports together. So that's what I think has held us together.
Yeah, I think we should all click really well.
We have lots
know.
of common experiences from school, obviously.
Yeah, obviously being at a Vail in high school all together was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of us being together in college too. So, yeah.
I don't know. I think you can also attribute it to like our similar worldviews and backgrounds, growing up in similar families. And we all have like, I would say, a strong faith, and we're following after Christ, which I think helps in any relationship. So there's that too.
No.
Yeah. And I see us, I mean, I see you guys as like my lifetime friends. So I hope that continues.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we're cutting it off after this podcast, Mike.
We miss 1 week of the podcast. It's all over.
We're done. I'm not even, I'm like,
Actually, no, we're cutting Joey out.
Yeah. This is just the phasing out.
Yeah.
We'll find out who's next week on the podcast. Just kidding.
Yeah.
And the second question from Amy is, what is your favorite activity to do as a family, parents, siblings, etc.? Oh, and that one's from Elisa. So that one's from my cousin Elisa. The first one was from Aunt Amy.
Favorite thing to do as a family.
I would say cabin trips or like road trips. We don't do road trips as much. But like we used to road trip to Florida a lot to like our grandparents because they're snowbirds.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not anymore, but and that's not because they're dead. I just want to clear up any confusion. They're just permanently living here in Minnesota. So, anyways, we like to do cabin trips. That's probably my favorite because it's just a vibe. You know, lots of fun activities, boating, swimming, playing lots of board games, and just being in a peaceful environment.
Nice. I say going up to our cabin is definitely one of my favorite things, going up with them. And hanging out with my immediate family and my whole family. I also, with my immediate family, I enjoy playing board games, having dinner. Hasn't happened as much since I went to college because I've just been gone a lot more, but I always enjoy when we do that. And when we did that a lot more when I was younger too.
Nice. I would say some of the biggest highlights with my whole family are like our long camping road trips. We're pretty good at camping. We work well as a team and also get to see a lot of cool places on those trips. So those are definitely fun. Just more normal routine things. I like playing games. Actually, I'm always like jokingly the one our family says doesn't like games as much, which I think used to be more true. Now I do enjoy games a lot more than I used to, but it's usually a fun activity to do with my family. With Caleb, I probably like exercising the best, like biking or going for a run. I actually haven't run with him a ton, but I know he does that more now. So when I'm over this summer, that will probably happen. And I don't know, Justin, probably playing sports like basketball, one-on-one.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Cool. Yeah, and then she has some more questions on the Instagram that I didn't write down because she sent them in later. But Lewis, I don't know who Lewis is, but I assume it's one of your cousins.
Yep.
He says, when may I get interviewed about real life in Iowa?
We'll have to make that happen.
Never, because that does not exist.
I mean, it is boring in Iowa. That's just a fact.
Micah's answer was that Iowa doesn't exist, so it just can't happen.
Yeah.
There isn't real life in
It just
Iowa.
won't. It won't happen. It's only fake life.
You're part of the government simulation.
The Iowa show. It's not Truman. It's Iowa.
Yeah.
It's everyone. That's why Dana is just a paid actor. Now that I've figured out that she's real, I'm just saying she's a paid actor now.
Yeah.
She is real, but a paid actor.
Yeah, exactly.
We found her out.
Gideon, who is not other Gideon, but Gideon, Josh's cousin, says, do you play instruments? Sing? Any ensembles joined? I play guitar and piano, and I'm in choir.
Baller.
You used to play piano and trumpet.
Mitch was
But now
really
we
good at
don't.
piano. He probably still is, or could be, but he doesn't play anymore.
Yeah.
He's a quitter.
I was I was more of a performance guy, not much of a like chorus kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would do like recitals and competitions and stuff. So yeah.
I didn't know you played trumpet.
I was only in
Yeah,
like
Mitch was
elementary,
in
middle
band.
school.
Oh. I knew Evan played trumpet, but I didn't know you played trumpet.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, Mitch, you never
didn't
did
last
in
for
high
very
school.
long. No.
Josh does not play any instruments, so we can just go
Yeah,
to the
no, we
next
can
question.
skip that question.
Yeah.
No.
Josh has no musical talent.
Josh,
I
what do you
play
actually do?
percussion mainly and piano and things. And I'm in Wind Symphony on a worship team. Yeah, percussion ensemble if that still exists next year.
He can also sing, but he won't admit it.
Can't, not true, fake news.
He almost could have proved it with Frog and Toad. But you know what happens.
Almost.
Canceled. All right. While I'm on Instagram, I'm going to go to Caleb's questions, actually. Caleb Cruz, who we had on the podcast, and Josh's brother. That's the second on the list. You know, guest on the podcast is first.
Obviously.
Always first, yep.
He says, what are your top nostalgic locations? Which is kind of a cool question.
Really good question. Mine is definitely this place in Wisconsin. It's a little town called Herbster on the shore of Lake Superior. And we went there a few times camping when I was younger. I went there, I think, last summer on a work trip with Caleb, Austin, Connor, and Seth. And yeah, I just have a lot of good memories there. So it's pretty nostalgic.
I'd say our cabin is definitely the most nostalgic to me. I have a lot of memories there. Definitely some like the most consistent memories I have besides my house growing up. So I'd say the cabin is very nostalgic for me.
Yeah, I would say the Blaine Calvin Christian school location. I was like just there for open gym recently, and you know, walking through all the halls and stuff. You know, feels nostalgic. It's very, I mean, it just hasn't changed a bunch, which I think is cool. So that's some place, and then there's a cabin that me and my family and one of our family friends, we used to go to their cabin. It was up north, an hour and a half away or something. But we used to go there for like a weekend or 3 days. And yeah, there's just a lot of memories there. We used to go to like Zorba's all the time during one of those weekends.
Nice.
Dude, I love Zorba's so much. Like volleyball, free popcorn, nothing like it.
That sounds epic.
Yeah.
Caleb also says, what are your top nostalgic songs? I would say a lot of Ben Rector songs, especially Old Friends by Ben Rector, gives me nostalgic vibes, and I kind of like it.
I have a whole playlist for nostalgic songs, which is kind of funny. A bunch of Owl City ones, Hello Seattle, Strawberry Avalanche, some for King and Country like Fix My Eyes, and then like a bunch of old Christian songs that we used to do at school, like God of Brilliant Lights or Thrive or Children of God.
Oh,
All nostalgic.
that's true. We did one in chapel at the end of school. It was called what is it called? I did this one at our church then. I'm forgetting what it is. But anyways, that song gave me nostalgia. Like songs like I Will Follow,
Yeah.
those are classics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Caleb says, what is the biggest challenge kids under age 10
Whoa,
will
I didn't
face?
answer.
What?
buddy.
Oh, sorry, Mitch.
I'm a permanent member of this podcast. I deserve to be respected.
I got to give you more respect. I'm sorry, Mitch.
Sorry. Anything off the album, The Generous Mr. Lovewell by Mercy Me, just hits for me.
Yeah.
And then, surprise, surprise, anything from the Minecraft soundtrack. It just,
Yep,
you know,
saw that coming.
it's so good.
Josh probably relates to that one a little bit too.
No, actually not. I didn't play legit Minecraft enough to know the soundtrack. I just played Bed Wars.
Oh,
Yeah. Which is fine, but you know, Minecraft Survival and all the songs that play during it just hits. It's so good. It fits so well.
nice. All right, now, what is the biggest challenge kids under 10 or age 10 will face?
Will face
Will face.
screens, like being exposed too early to technology, and
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
addiction to technology. Also, the lasting impacts of online school for those who
Yeah.
had to do online school for a
Like-
whole school year and a half.
Kindergarten to third grade, probably.
Yeah,
That's like probably like a 5-year span there. That's gonna see some dips and
behavioral stuff
yeah.
in the classroom specifically, just stuff like that. So, yeah, and just being a little bit behind in school, I think, is a thing we'll see in the next few years. He says, "Where do you feel the safest?"
In my basement.
yeah, I was also gonna say in my basement. But
My
sometimes
room is in my
that-
basement, so
sometimes
yes.
that's not true because the like back room makes scary noises, but most of the time.
Yeah, I'd say the basement because that's where my room is, or just like in my house in general. It's pretty safe. When do you feel the most relaxed? Never, honestly. No, probably when I'm at my cabin actually, because cabin in the summer because I have like no homework and it's just relaxing. But what I said before is generally kind of true. I kind of have an issue where I always feel like I need to be doing something, so I never feel fully relaxed, which kind of sucks, but whatever.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time I totally felt like completely 100% relaxed. I don't know, just like it's at like this stage of life that we're kind of like transitioning into the part where you always need to be doing something productive. Like we're not kids anymore. We need to be working jobs. We need to be thinking about our future, setting ourselves up for success, stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to be totally relaxed. But I mean, there are portions, like obviously in the summer when we're not in school, obviously it's probably the most relaxed that will be
Yeah.
for most people. But
I would say like Christmas break. I'm always pretty relaxed because there's like it's in between semesters, so there's nothing you have to do, and it's just a lot of fun, good family time. This year, you may recall we went to Arizona, and I felt pretty relaxed on that like whole trip.
Yeah. Actually, I suppose Christmas break is, we don't have homework, but also we're not really working like we do in the summer.
Christmas
so maybe
break
it is more relaxing
to me than
Yeah.
summer.
I actually am switching my answer to that because, we don't work during Christmas break. So that is true. Caleb's last question is, what smell do you hate the most?
ooh,
That's tough. I have a really bad gag reflex to smells that are like awful. So I had to clean up some cat poop that our cat pooped on the rug. And I almost could not make it through. I was like gagging at the smell. So I had to like breathe out in my out and into my with my mouth. So I was dying.
possibly the concoction we made in masterful cooking.
Oh, we should link that video.
Yeah, the video's linked down below.
So bad, Josh. I still can't believe you you took a sip of that. You had a whole chunk and stuff. It was just
Wait, was I the
Oh
one
my
that
goodness.
did that?
yeah. You took a
Why
sip.
did I do that?
And
You guys made fun of Joey for not doing it, And then you did it, and then like
Yeah, and then we all
died.
saw your reaction to it. It was like, maybe we won't. This is a good place to end.
like what? I wasn't there, but like, was it actually like that bad?
That was horrible.
Probably. Hey,
It was
it's not
just-
on Sam's YouTube channel anymore, so I might have to re-upload it. But
I do have. I had him send it to me on Discord. at
I'll
some
just
point.
re-upload it.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we'll figure
I'm
it
sure I
out.
still
Yeah, I
have it
do.
on a hard drive somewhere.
He says it's unlisted.
Basically, it was just a video we made where we threw a bunch of awful things together in a bowl and mixed it up. And yeah, it
Yeah.
was pretty bad.
Yeah, you can see baby us besides Mike.
Yeah, I was not there. I wasn't part of the
Mike.
squad then.
He saw the video. He probably felt really left out.
I think I did.
Oh, rip.
Anyways, we're not gonna worry about that now.
I
We're-
don't have a
we're getting
super great
close to the
sense of
end.
smell. Hey, I didn't answer that.
Sorry, man, I'm really cutting people off today.
Yeah, Mike, you need to chill.
You really
You-
don't care about us.
You answered this, like you agreed with Mitch, so I kind of assumed that was your answer. But go ahead.
No, I don't have a great sense of
Forgive me.
smell, and not a lot of things bother me. But last week I was like a camp counselor for Discovery Days, and the last day, like my whole group was in a smaller room, and it was awful. It was like a gas chamber. So my answer right now is middle schoolers.
Speaking of Discovery Week, Josh, did you see my comment on your Be Real last week?
Oh yeah, what was it?
You
Oh,
took a
was
picture of
it the
yourself
day-
with
Yeah,
you had
go
like
ahead.
face paint on you. You had face paint on you, and I knew you were working the Dort Discovery Days. And I said, "Wait, what did I say?" No, I said that's a Dort man I'd want to discover.
It was something like that.
Did you give
Sam-
the hard eyes emoji?
Sam replied, "Pause."
Oh yeah, that was
So,
good. Yeah, that was
anyways.
the day of like the color war, or it wasn't a color war, it was
yeah.
a different game. But yeah, I had like face paint and was covered in colored powder, and I guess that looked really attractive to Mike.
It did. Yep. Anyways, we're almost out of questions here. We're getting close to the end. Annika Dykstra says, "What's the vibe?" It's pretty good.
Bro, I'm so ready for July 4. That's gonna be such a vibe.
That will be such a
Patriotic
vibe.
vibes.
Dairy Queen's closed the 3rd and 4th. It's gonna be so good to have 2 days off in a row.
Yeah.
I've only ever had that once this calendar year, so
That's
really
crazy.
good to have it again.
You really are on the grind.
Yeah.
Josh, what's the vibe?
Rainy, overcast, but still good vibes.
Mm,
Sort of based on
I
the
like that
weather,
vibe.
sort of just the day.
I do like storm vibes.
Yeah.
I can smell that vibe,
Yeah.
you know,
hmm
that rain smell.
Yeah, the rain smell.
Yep.
Dude, we needed rain so bad,
I know. It was kind
and
of
we
nice.
finally freaking got it.
We finally got it.
My yard can looking so dead.
I know. Next question is from Jan from Avail. Do you guys know who Jan is?
Yeah.
Wait, how does he know
Oh, he
about the podcast?
I don't know. I think he follows my main account and I reposted it on there, so he probably saw that. I don't know if he actually listens to it. So he said best German car, but there's no question mark, so it's not really a question. He's just saying best German car.
Volkswagen, because it has the word swag in it.
The car from Cars 2. I don't know.
Good answer. I was also going to say Volkswagens, which is objectively wrong, but they sound cool.
Volkswagen.
Swaggin.
All right. Next is from Josiah Olson.
Hey,
Josiah, he listens to the podcast, good friend of mine. He says, "What is the most unique burger you've ever had and what made it special?" I haven't really had a lot of unique burgers. I've had breakfast burger. Breakfast burger from Perkins is pretty good, I'm not going to lie.
There's a restaurant in Sioux Center called Four Brothers, and I usually get their, I think it's called the Twisted Brother Burger. It's not that special. I think it's just on a pretzel bun. It has bacon and cheese, and I think a special sauce. So it's not like anything crazy, but it's good.
I think that's the competitor to Five Guys.
Yep. Four Brothers, Five Guys.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mitch, what about you?
I'd say probably a Juicy Lucy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had very many, but it's definitely an experience.
Nice. What is a Juicy Lucy? I've never had one.
How do I describe this? Josh, do you know what it is? Let me look it up.
No, not really.
Because isn't it like there's like some of the juices on the inside of the burger or something, and
I
so
don't
it's
know.
like succulent.
I'm asking you.
The burger is
Hold on, let me-
succulent.
Yeah.
Slurp. While he finds that, would you eat a raw onion if you could fly?
Yeah.
No, probably not.
Would I eat a raw onion if I could fly?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
there needs to be clarification. Like, you can fly for the rest of your life if you eat one raw onion. Yeah, easy. Of course I would. But
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
I
is
get
that what he's
5
asking?
minutes of flying if I eat a raw onion? No, probably not. Or like, I need to
Oh,
eat a
I
raw
would do that.
onion every time I fly.
Or you can only fly while you're currently eating the onion.
So you better,
So as soon as you stop chewing, you just fall.
you better not stop chomping.
Josiah,
are
let us
victim to
know
gravity.
what you actually mean, because it matters.
There's a lot of things
Yeah.
that could mean. So I don't know.
Okay, I found out what a Juicy Lucy is. It's a stuffed cheeseburger with cheese inside of the meat instead of just burger.
That sounds bussin'.
So yeah, it is really
So
good.
your succulent burger explanation was not correct.
Well, it
I don't
is
know
pretty
why, that
succulent
just-
still, but
If I think of succulents, I just think of plants automatically. So then combining that with another word, especially burger, just is really funny to me.
The Impossible Burger. Succulent burger. Speaking of cheese, what is your favorite type of cheese? I've been a big provolone guy the last year, especially on my deli sandwiches at the Billy. Provolone. It's good stuff.
I'm not a huge fan of cheese in general. Probably, especially melted cheese. That's a fun fact. I don't love like really gooey lots of melted cheese. A lot better than I used to. Like, I used to only eat thin crust pizza because it had less cheese. Like, I couldn't stand thick pizza with lots of cheese. But just in general, probably like Colby Jack, because I'm basic and it tastes fine.
yeah, I might say the type of cheese also describes me, a white American.
Yup. That's about it.
That's pretty good. Next question. Who is the best Minecraft YouTuber? And I actually think that it's the same answer as Mitch's favorite type of cheese. Mitch, white American. No. Mitch, you're the only one that can answer this, I think. I mean, first of all, it's Mihail the Well, but second of all,
I mean, obviously,
who is it, Mitch?
link not in the description. Just kidding. You put me on a hot spot here. I don't like this.
I thought you would know this
Mitch,
immediately.
Just choose.
No, I gotta.
Cal,
Let
choose for
me-
you. Gamer Boy 80.
Not Gamer Boy.
Yes, because he is a fellow Minnesotan.
He's a fellow Minnesota. Didn't he work at Domino's, and we were always gonna like go to Domino's
Yeah.
and see if we could pick out his voice?
Go to every Domino's. Hey, is Gamer Boy 80 here?
Yeah.
We went to
that'd be
every
really funny.
Domino's.
Attempting to find Gamer Boy 80. Searching every
Sounds
Domino's.
like a Netflix documentary. Attempting to find.
Finding GB80. Yeah, I would say Gamer Boy 80.
Perfect. That's all I needed to know. If you guys want to go watch Minecraft, go check out Gamer Boy.
Wait, I just went to
And
his
you-
channel. I didn't know he did a face reveal. What?
No way.
He now
That would
has
help you
face
guys.
cam on
No,
all
it's
his videos.
He has done a lot of videos that have had the face cam.
Well, Mitch, I haven't watched
can-
him since like sophomore year of high school, so I wouldn't
really?
know. No.
Mitch is still a fan.
No, yeah, I
Which is,
watched
like,
every single
I still
upload.
watched every
upload he
single
has.
video.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You know, he
crazy.
just has bingeable content, you know?
Bingeable.
I don't know. It's all kind of the same. Like, he plays Bed Wars and talks. Not super bingeable.
Yeah, but
if
it's
you
like-
ask me.
That's very bingeable.
I don't
All
know.
right. We gotta keep going. We have 3 more questions, guys. We can fight through here. These are from my mom, Erica Clark. First of all, she says, "What are some things you love and appreciate about your siblings?" This is a tough one. Just kidding.
What do I say?
I appreciate about Natalie. I appreciate how hardworking she is. She is doing like her own lawn mowing business this year. She's basically Sophie Schmidt this summer.
Sophie Schmidt V2? What?
But she's racking in the dough. I'll tell you that. Like she's almost making
You
as
mean
much money as
raking in the
I'm
dough?
doing. raking in.
No,
Literally.
racking
Racking.
in, Mitch.
Raking in the racks. There it is.
Yeah. But she's making a good amount of money, and she's working a lot harder than I am at my job. So I just really appreciate how hard she's working, and how hard she works at school and all that. Miriam, I appreciate that she's just a sweet person. She's fun to be around. She has a good laugh, and yeah, she'll make some savage comments, and I think they're pretty funny. So that's one thing I appreciate.
Taking after you, I see.
Yeah.
I'll go next, Mitch. Get budged.
Oh, okay.
I think for Caleb, I appreciate, similar to Natalie, he's a good example of someone who works really hard, which, I don't know, helps motivate me to work harder. He's also very motivated, and I would say just a very like strong person. Like, he's been through a lot of tough things and still like maintains a positive attitude and does so many things. Like, the most active person I know, probably. So yeah, just a really good older brother example for me, and also has helped me a lot, especially in college, since he kind of went through all the stuff I did. Shout out to Caleb for giving me like his Canvas login info so I can look at all of his assignments, because I had some of his same classes. I didn't cheat, guys.
Nice.
It's okay. I did like check my answers with some of his assignments for a few classes, so that was nice. Justin, I don't know. Justin's just like cool. He has an epic sense of style, which is I do not.
He is drippy.
Yeah, Justin is very drippy. It's just been cool to watch him. I feel like I haven't seen him in some of the years he's grown up a lot. So, I don't know. Just to see the way he does his business is really cool. He's really smart. He's good at a lot of things. I like watching him play sports. I admire how like easygoing and good with people he is. Yeah.
Nice.
Mitch, your turn.
I'll start with Ben here. He's my oldest.
He's your oldest kid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. He has been working his tail off for let's see, probably a decade now. Yeah, he's 26. He got a job at Eaglebrook as a 16-year-old, and ever since then he has really not stopped working and climbing ladders and stuff. He's been doing a lot. He's flying to like Atlanta, and now with his new job, he's flying across the country to different like stadiums and arenas and stuff. Just doing so much work. So he and along with Jack are both laying out a good path for me, just kind of like what hard work looks like, and kind of how dedicated you should be to your job and how faithful you should be in it. Obviously being on the grind set, not complaining as much. So it's just been good to see, Ben doing this for so long and just still have the motivation that he does. It's quite astonishing. And then with Jack, he just got married, so he's now starting a new chapter in his life. So it'll be good to see again, kind of how he goes through that, what kind of works, what doesn't, and hear about all his stories and tales. But yeah, I mean, he's also been very successful in what he's been doing. And yeah, he's been trailblazing, finding a bunch of new habits. He loves to do outdoorsy stuff and just finding new things. So yeah, just seeing his passion for trying new things, inspires me to also try new things.
Cool. All right. Next question. If money and time were no object and there were no constraints on your lives, what would you dream of doing and where would you dream of going? I would probably travel the world, and I probably, if I wanted to, I could travel to a country or two, like after I graduate college or something. But I think it'd be sick to like go to the whole world and like see all the cool things and like a lot of different countries and experience the food and culture there.
I think, I don't know why, but like Dubai just went straight in my head. I think Dubai is really cool. So I'd love to go there and experience all like the top first class stuff, the 6-star hotels,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I feel like that'd be really cool.
This says similar vibes to the lottery question, which we answered. So my answer is probably similar. I think if like time and money weren't an issue for me just living, I'd probably like get involved in organizations that are doing good things around the world. And I think that would probably also open doors to travel, because I feel like everyone would travel more if time and money weren't an option, just because
Yeah.
traveling
Yeah.
is really fun. So that would also be part of my answer, but I probably wouldn't just like travel around for sightseeing. I would want to be like doing something, or like
Yeah.
going on behalf of an organization to, I don't know, help change things.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Final question of Q&A Volume 3.
Let's
Bum,
go.
ba-dum.
How will you maintain your friendship with each other as life starts pulling you apart in the coming years through distance, marriage, and other changes in your lives? What are some things you can do to stay connected?
Well, as one by one life pulls us apart, we'll just, boot people out of the group.
Once-
Yep. Like we said, we miss 1 week, it's all over.
Once this podcast is done, and we're never talking to each other again.
Yep.
No. In all seriousness, though, I think it will definitely require work for us to stay connected. I think intentionality and hanging out with each other, and just, I think, I don't know if there will be distance. It depends if we all live in the Twin Cities area. I feel like it's most likely that me, Mitch, and Joey will be here. Josh, I don't know about you. Depends. I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm hoping we're all in the Twin Cities and together. But if distance becomes a thing, I think we can keep it up and
Distance is
keep talking
already
to
a
each
thing,
other.
and it's going fine.
exactly.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
it has a lot of similarities to how we like started this podcast, being intentional about like every week doing something, just talking to each other, and also recording a podcast. But always scheduling times to meet up when we can, when things line up and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be much different than what we do now later in life. Obviously, it might be a little harder with more things going on, but we just have to make sure that when we can meet up, it's going to be spectacular.
Exactly. And I think it's important too, it's important that we guys hang out with each other too, but reality is, we're going to be married, we're going to have kids, and I hope that all of our future wives and us can hang out with each other and enjoy each other's company, and our kids can hang out with
All
each
get
other
married.
and be friends and get married to each other, and then we can all be related for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
So
Maybe a
Yeah.
tad idealistic, but you never know.
my son, wait, what was my son's name? No, wait.
Landon,
My son Landon will marry
Michelle.
Michelle, and Mitch, the second junior, will marry my daughter,
Chloe.
Chloe.
Wow,
Perfect.
amazing.
Yep.
Balanced as all things should be.
Land-
Thanos was right, honestly.
Yeah, Thanos. So, yeah. I think it'll be harder as we get older, but I believe we can make it happen.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, consistency is good, but I feel like as you get older, like, you can kind of pick things up where you left off, even if you don't talk for a while. Like,
Yeah.
even if we don't talk every week, as life gets busier, it's not going to, like,
Yeah.
change things.
It's like family reunions. You might not talk to certain family members for a while, or like extended ones, but just say, hey, we're meeting up here,
Yep.
party.
And you still love each other.
Yeah.
Through all the thick and thin.
On that note, aw,
Joey, I love you and I miss you.
good
On
video.
what note, Josh?
Should we end
that
with
note, I have perfect pitch.
The
That's
song we
probably
made
like-
about Joey.
Wait, have we played that as an outro?
We have.
We should do it again.
We can do it again. It's fine.
We'll do it again.
We'll do it again. Anyways, thank you all for sending in questions. That was a lot. So
Yeah, can
you
we
guys
get a
picked
golf
up the
clap for all our dedicated
Slack
fans?
from Q&A 2. Yeah. Q&A 2 was
Nice.
a little rough, and this one was kind of full. So
Hey,
thanks,
it's one of
listeners.
Mr. Teen's favorite quote. A minor setback for a major comeback.
Correct.
Yeah.
Still a legendary quote. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Keep sending us questions because we'll probably do this again at some point. You just never know. Q&As will just happen, and if you send us questions in an email, we'll just save them in the next Q&A folder, and then they'll pop up eventually. But thank you all
Yep.
for listening, and hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the Go Buy merch. Flippity flip.
Let's see you in the next round. Peace out, gangsters!
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Joy.